Live. We are live. If somebody in the chat can quickly confirm that we are actually live, if somebody can validate that what we see is correct and it's not an illusion, and sun is the center of solar system. Akanksha says hi, so I think we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another quizzing evening. If you follow this channel, you know we keep doing these topic theme based quizzes once in a while, once every 2 weeks on an average, where we pick a random topic and we just make a small quiz around it, like 8 questions, six for our contestants that you see on screen, and two exclusively for you guys. But of course, you guys, all of you can answer every question in the chat. We'll keep coming to the chat after maybe every 2 questions, maybe, or every 3 questions, we'll figure. And the idea is to have to meet quizzers from all over the world, to talk to them about the topic, and just to have fun. And quizzing is the context around which we'll do all of that. We are also coming to different cities in India for quiz shows, which is damn exciting. Doing live quizzing is, I think, top tier of quizzing. I wish I could do live quizzing with all of you, but we have to manage online. But live quizzes are happening. The first one is happening in literally 3 days in Hyderabad. 8th November, sorry, 8th November, it is November, yes, it is November, right? The time birthday, guys. 8th November is Hyderabad, Bhaskar Auditorium. A few tickets are left, so get those tickets quickly. Then 16th November is our probably our biggest quiz show ever, right here in Mumbai, with quizzing with celebrities. So you have Tanmay Bhatt in the 4 p.m. show. 8 p.m. show has Manvi Gagruz, Ritija, Kirti Kuladi, Nakul Mehta. So amazing panel. You can come, you can quiz with them on stage, be their partners. I mean, partner for like 1 hour, quizzing partner, strictly professional, for 1 hour, and we can all quiz together. That's going to be crazy. And then we are coming to Gurgaon on 23rd November. Very excited for that. And then Chennai, 2 shows on 29th of November, and then Pune will be the last city on 6th December. All the tickets are on Book My Show. Just go on Book My Show, search for KViz, and you will find ticket links. Get your If you have any doubt, you can ask in this stream. Okay, cool. In terms of what's happening on the channel, quickly, this Sunday will be a new buzzing episode, one of the best episodes in the recent times, with Ritija, Vishal Dayama, and Anirban Dasgupta. And then next Sunday will be the quiz show from Bangalore, which will be a movies quiz, there'll be a business quiz. All of that will happen in the next few weeks. Yeah, that's work update. Let's start with today's show. Today's show is about Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, so now, why are we doing Amitabh Bachchan quiz this week? Is because we wanted to do Amitabh Bachchan quiz on his birthday, of course, which is 11th October last month. But I was traveling, so mea culpa, I could not do it. But the quiz was ready. Shout out to Anshuman, who worked with me on that quiz. And Anshuman and I were trying to figure when to do this. And then a new month came, and we were like, let's do it. Anyway, Shahrukh quiz we had done earlier, so we were like, let's do an Amitabh Bachchan quiz. Amitabh Bachchan, according to me, is what according to me, according to most of us who follow Hindi cinema, is one of the greatest stars ever, and we'll obviously talk about him with our panel as well. But I'm a big fan personally. I don't know if you can see it at the back, but his poster is right somewhere at the on this wall. Yes, you can see it now. He's there. He's right there. Excited to call our panel, like I said, from all over the world. And what a great panel to give you a context of the width of our members. We have somebody from Delhi, there's somebody from Dubai, and somebody from the US. Let me call them one by one alphabetically, which is the most difficult part for me. So let me try to figure alphabetical order. Our first contestant is joining us from Dubai. It is KP.
Hey KV, what's up?
All good. What's happening, KP? What's happening? What's happening in Dubai nowadays?
Traffic,
Traffic, relatable.
traffic, and traffic.
All relatable content. Relatable, max relatable. Max relatable. But okay, we'll talk about Amitabh Bachchan today. I was just before the stream, I was trying to think what to ask all of you when it comes to Amitabh Bachchan. And I finally zeroed down to ask your favorite film of Amitabh Bachchan, which is the most basic Amitabh question possible. And the reason I'm saying your favorite film is because, see, obviously these are very difficult questions if you're a fan. Okay. And if you ever ask somebody like, okay, tell me your favorite, what do you think is favorite, the best Amir Khan movie, for example? Okay.
Yeah.
Then the first thing that comes to our mind is, okay, it's a difficult question because do you want to know favorite Amir Khan performance, or do you want to know the favorite film of mine which had Amir Khan? Or that can be Andaz Apna Apna, for example, which is my favorite movie of all time. But that wasn't really an Amir Khan film. You know what I mean? So there
True,
are
true,
just
true.
too many. So should I go for Lagan? Because Lagan probably is one of the greatest films ever made, which had Amir Khan. But was it his best performance? You know what I mean? Should I go for Dangal then? So all of these doubts come to any cinema film fans. So what I am going to ask simply is the film that's closest to your heart, your favorite Amitabh Bachchan film, KP.
Uh, Again, it's a difficult question because one thing that you didn't mention was that there could be several
Yes,
uh, titles that can be very
yes,
close to your heart for different
yes,
reasons.
yes.
And in my life, I associate movies and songs to different moments in my life.
Hmm,
So if
hmm,
there is a song that reminds me of that one
hmm,
night at college when I was sitting
hmm,
with my friends,
hmm, hmm,
every single time that song plays, I'll
hmm,
be reminded of that
hmm,
moment.
hmm,
Same
hmm,
with movies.
hmm,
I
hmm,
think one movie which is fairly recent. I mean, Amitabh Bachchan has been there forever, but that movie is fairly recent, but it generally evokes a lot of good emotion in me purely because I'm very, very close to my parents
hmm,
and I know what it feels like to see your parents grow
hmm,
old.
hmm,
And that's why I think Piku
hmm,
is
hmm,
very, very close to my heart, purely because when Irfan left the world, it felt like a personal loss. And I actually went back to Piku to
hmm,
see that chemistry he had with
hmm,
Big B.
hmm.
So, Piku is something that is super close to me.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie. Wonderful movie. And every time we do these themed quizzes, I try to restrain myself because then we'll get into a whole conversation about Piku for the next hour or so. But wonderful, wonderful movie. And that also reminds me how amazing Amitabh Bachchan's career has been. Because, again, is he the best actor that Bollywood had? No. Is he the best commercial mainstream actor? No. There has been Dilip Kumar, for example. Is he the biggest star we have had? No. Rajesh Khanna at his peak is something that nobody has ever touched. Okay. But is he the longest reigning, most reinventing star we've ever had? It is definitely him. If you look at his career, the string of flops in the beginning, the Angry Young Man Part 1 in the
Right.
70s, Angry Young Man Part 2 in the 80s, and then that burst of couple of
Then
big
again,
hits.
dip. Then again, a big dip.
Again, big dip. Then,
Is like, and
yeah,
then super
again,
rise.
yeah, again a big dip. Like couple of big blockbusters early 90s, then goes out, comes
Yeah,
back, string of flops again, reinvents himself with Mohabbatein, KBC, all of that. Does Par, does Black, does Piku. He still is one of, I mean, I don't think any other actor has done that. I'm very excited to see what somebody like Shah Rukh Khan does in the next decade or
absolutely.
so. Like, okay, too
One
much, too
honorable
much.
mention
Yes,
from
sorry.
my end. One honorable mention from my end, which is not a very popular movie, but people like you or people like on like in quizzing circuits generally know this movie. Uh, I personally also loved Virudh
Hmm, hmm,
because of the
hmm,
way he stands for his
hmm,
son
hmm, hmm,
and the
hmm,
way he plays this father
hmm,
who's once lost, but
hmm,
now he
hmm,
finds
hmm,
the
hmm,
purpose of his life
hmm,
back to
hmm.
avenge his son. I
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely loved that movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am so scared to refer to all these movies because these movies can be the answer in the coming. So the moment you said, "Oh my God," I was like, "Oh, is this the answer?" No, Virud is not an answer. Big clue for all of you. But I see a pattern there, KP, with your both your movies. There is a parent kid
Yeah.
relationship at play. Okay, but I'm not a therapist, so we'll not go there. But definitely great films, great films. Okay, before we start tripping on the thousand Amitabh Bachchan movies we can discuss, we are going from Dubai to all the way to the west coast of the US to San Diego to welcome Riddhima.
Hello, hello, hello.
Riddhima, so nice
Hello.
to see you back on quizzing.
Yes, I am glad to be back. I've been missing out for quite some time now. So good to be back. Feels nice.
Feels
Yes.
nice to host you, Riddhima. You've been part of so many panels that we have done on this channel. Riddhima, you know the question already. Your favorite Amitabh Bachchan film.
So
Piku
I
and
was
Virud
thinking
are
about
taken.
it.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. But just based on what you said, just like my feel good,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
Amitabh Bachchan, like
Hmm.
is Amar Akbar Anthony. I love Amar Akbar Anthony. I
Oh.
just like I will believe the three, like IV drips going into the mother. I
100%.
am sold. The
100%.
two flames with the eyesight. I
100%.
am sold.
I am
To
with you.
me,
I am completely with you. You know, the art of filmmaking is to convince the audience that what we are doing, that is what differentiates a great filmmaker from, like, I don't know, an ordinary filmmaker. Because,
yeah.
like, अरे ये क्या है, ये कैसे ऐसे हो सकता है, अरे ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. But to make it convincingly, Amar Akbar Anthony, probably the best masala movie of all time, at par with, like, say, Yadon Ki Barat and all. It's one of the best made. And I'm a big sucker for a well-made masala film. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I am. I am. Like when we were discussing these movies, Hum was one of those movies that came to my mind in terms of the movie I
Yes.
keep
I was
revisiting.
thinking about
And
him.
Hum is again like when you watch it like objectively, you're like, अरे ये क्या है? ये क्या जूते में छेद है? But it's such a fun watch. Oh my God, Amar Akbar Anthony, what a film! Manmohan Desai,
And
Amitabh
you
Bachchan,
can't
great
help
combo.
but cheer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like every time, like I have a story. Like we were traveling once, and like my family was getting ready and everything, and room service came to our room and got really scared because my sister was crying and हम सब नहीं थे तो वो डर गए बेचारी कि ये
yeah, yeah,
क्यों छोटी
yeah,
बच्ची डर रो रही है. She was watching Sholay and that was the last scene, but she was not watching it for the first time,
yeah.
but still she was crying. And that's like every time you watch Sholay, that last
Oh,
scene when Jai Bachchan comes running
oh
and you just like, oh
no, oh
man,
no, the
gets me
death of
every
Jay.
time.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this was what I was just telling KP and everyone, right? Like when you think of like say Amir Khan, you think of Lagan. Like there are with Bachchan's filmography, you have something like Sholay, which is arguably the
Yeah.
greatest Hindi film ever made. So you're like, Arey, how do I not pick as my favorite? So yeah, I mean, what a filmography. Okay, so Riddhima has gone for Amar Akbar Anthony. See, that also
Yeah.
proves his range from Piku to Virud to Amar Akbar Anthony. Sara, no pressure. Welcome, Sara. Our next contestant is a debutant on quizzing. Always a delight to welcome a debutant from Dubai to San Diego to Delhi now. Closer home. Sara, welcome, 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 welcome,
Hi.
welcome to quizzing, Sara. So nice
Thank
to
you
have
so
you
much.
here.
Thanks.
And please tell me your favorite, closest to your heart, Amitabh Bachchan film.
So this is by no means his objectively best movie by any
Yeah.
stretch, but Bhootnath, because
Oh,
it just means so much to me because I was 11 years old when it came out, and I mean I felt like the kid in that movie, and like just felt the emotions going through that movie, especially the end where they're having that puja and he's like slowly disappearing. I was just like, oh my God, why is this happening? And like my little kid brain couldn't comprehend it, like just pure emotion. And it also has a Shah Rukh cameo, so like my
ah.
favorite actor is Shah Rukh Khan, so
Hmm, hmm,
I
hmm,
felt like, this is just beautiful. Like Shah Rukh Khan
hmm.
and Juhi Chawla together, they make such a
Yeah,
beautiful pairing as well.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean, sorry, this is not about Amitabh Bachchan,
yeah.
this part, but honestly, like everything about that movie is just like very emotional, and I think the emotions of that movie just like really speak to me. So yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Bhootnath. If I'm not wrong, Bhootnath was written by Piyush Gupta and directed by Nitesh Tiwari. Same combo that gave us Dangal later, no? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have
Right.
a wonderful, wonderful story with this, but I will talk about that in our Delhi meetup because I promised all my in all my member meetup that I will talk about stories which I can't talk about on stream. That's one promise I've given to all our members. Man, amazing. See, Bhootnath and Virudh, such sort of like not the best known films of Amitabh Bachchan, and then of course there's Amar Akbar, Anthony Piku. What a range! What a range! People in the chat, feel free to type your favorite movies in the chat because we'll come to you very soon. Okay. Let's start the quiz also, huh? Let's start the thing that we are here for. We'll keep coming back to our question. We'll keep going to the chat a couple of times at least during our quiz. But let's start the quiz, okay? Let's do it. This is an Amitabh Bachchan quiz. We are celebrating Amitabh Bachchan right here on quizzing. 8 questions. Like I said, infibounds, all of you know. In reverse infibounds, all of you know. The order will be KP, Riddhima, Saara. Second half will be Saara, Riddhima, KP. And shout out to Anshuman. Okay, cool. First direct is to KP. Okay, KP, this is a three-word answer, okay? Three-word answer. This is an Indian soap opera that aired on Star Plus from 15th August 2015 to 5th August 2017. Now, the soap shares its name with an Amitabh Bacchan song featured in a film directed and produced by Prakash Mehra. Now, speaking of the history behind the song in KBC, he revealed that Dash 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 is a folk song that was played in the villages. He added that his father, Harivansh Rai Bachchan, used to sing the song during Holi, and this is how the song came on the big screen. Now, what is this hugely popular song from 1981? So, a bunch of clues. Timeline is given 1981. Director producer is given Prakash Mehra. Obviously, Amitabh Bachchan song. Folk song originally, then became a Bollywood song. And if you're a TV fan, also the name of an Indian soap opera whose poster is also given on the screen. What song do you think are we talking about?
It's a three word blank.
Three-word answer, yeah.
Right. Okay. Folk song. Sing the song during Holi. Okay. Sing the song. I mean, featured in a film directed and produced by Prakash Mehra. So, I mean, the guess that I have
Mm-hmm.
does not, that's not really, I mean, seeing Prakash Mehra, I have to strike that out.
The song you have is Yash Chopra direction movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Prakash Mehra is a folk song from 1981. 1981. What was he be doing in 1981? It was around the time where he had mm, um, hugely popular Holi
Hugely
song.
popular song, yeah.
I don't know. Khai ke paan banaras wala.
Kai Ke Pan Banaras Wala, Dawn? No, no, not. Wouldn't match the director or the
No.
timeline. No, we are passing now to Riddhima.
मेरे अंगने में
Well done. It is Mere Angne Mein. 11 points to Riddhima. Mere Angne Mein is an Indian soap opera that ran for the poster that you see. But more importantly, Mere Angne Mein is Prakash Mehra movie Lavaris,
yes
1981. Folk song sounds also folkish, although the lyrics now I don't think have stood the test of time. But it is Mere Angne Mein, 1981. Lavaris, Kalyanji Anandji. Also, I think Alka Yagnik's debut, like her first big famous song, hit song, Mere Angne Mein from Lavaris. Crazy, superb crack, Mere Angne Mein from Lavaris, Prakash Mehra. 11 points there to Riddhima, which means the next direct will go to Saara. Saara, your first question in quizzing. Huh? You'll remember this, hopefully. A song from this particular movie was recreated as dash 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 for the film Kabil by Rajesh Roshan. Now, the original film, that film that we are talking about, is based on two friends. One of the two is an orphan but is self sufficient and hardworking, while the other one comes from an affluent background. The friendship between the two is extremely strong and is the bane of rich kid's uncle, who has his eyes on his widowed sister's wealth. Now, I need the movie where the song was featured originally, again 1981, which is in a way inspired from the story of Duryodhan and Karn. Okay, so again, let's look at all the hint in the question. Big clue is from recent times, relatively recent time, is that they recreated a song from this movie in Kabil, which had Hrithik Roshan and directed by, I mean, music director was Rajesh Roshan. That's the first clue. Second is the clue on the plot of the original film. And third is another clue that's a friendship, Duryodhan Karn's typish situation. What film do you think we are talking about?
Okay, I want to ask for a hint
Yes?
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering if like the fact that it is inspired from Duryodhan and Karn, does that have to do with the title as well? Like, can I get to the title from that in any?
In
Okay.
some way, in a far-fetched way for sure,
Right, okay. No, I
but
mean,
not a very direct, like, it's not like Kurukshetra, for example. Like,
right,
it's not like that.
right. Okay, so I don't know a lot of movie names from that time, to be very honest. I might
Mm-hmm.
know the song, but I'll try to get to the movie from the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just
Mm-hmm.
try to think of it. Mm. Phew. Damn, I'm actually drawing a blank. I'll probably have to pass.
Just say any random Amitabh Bachchan movie from 80s,
I don't
just
know
for
this is,
fun.
I don't even know if this is an Amitabh Bachchan movie. I've not seen all of them, but
Hmm.
Mukaddar Ka Sikandar.
It is Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, not
Oh,
80s, 70s, but still, like, it is
okay.
Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, and there is an angle of friendship in that movie also, so not too far
Okay.
from the answer. Okay, not Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, or also in Duryodhan and Karn story, Mukaddar plays a big role, if you know Mahabharat. Okay,
Okay.
but no, we are going to KP now, KP.
My guess is Yarana.
Yes, and can you tell us the song also, KP, while we are at it?
Sara Zamana Hasina Bani.
Sara, oh, and it
Damn.
was asked to Sara, oh my god.
Oh no, my God. Now I
What
feel
are the
connected
odds?
now.
Friends who are watching quizzing, what are the odds that Sara comes to quizzing for the first time ever? And the first question she gets, the first word of the answer was Sara Zamana Hasino Ka
Damn.
Diwan. That's crazy.
That used to be
Oh
my
my
Twitter
god.
username, Saara Zamana.
See? And now you know Sara Zamana comes from Yarana.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay, now let's go back to the question. So, Sara Zamana was recreated in Kabil by Rajesh Roshan. That was another clue because Rajesh Roshan also was the music director for Yarana. Now there is Amjad Khan and Amitabh's story, which is the second para, and it is inspired from Duryodhan Karn, that story. Yarana, again, very entertaining film, very amazing film, amazing music. Sara Zamana and Chukar Mere Man Ko Kiya Tune Kya Ishara. Very emotional film. There are some scenes in the movie that makes you cry if you're a movie watcher like me who cries at the
My
drop
mom
of your
and
hat.
I used to, as a kid, I watched this movie, and my mom and I used to reenact that scene
Hmm.
where Neetu Singh is trying
To
to
teach
teach English to this guy.
English.
It's like then
Yeah.
English and pronunciation, सोज बने साज ना होने पाए, and then this guy just
जिंदगी बोझ बने साजना
साज ना होने पाइए, and this guy butchers the crap out of
जिंदगी. Oh
my
man, what memories. I have very similar memories of watching Yarana as a kid, and then of course it had very emotional scenes, and yeah, like these, she teaches him to become a whatever city boy, and
Townie, the
yeah,
Townie.
townie. And then this iconic costume during Sara Zamana and all of that.
Yeah.
Great crack. Okay, Sara Zamana, before we come to Riddhima, we'll go to the chat because, audience, this is your question. Question number 3. Talking about a certain film. The film has only one song, Itne Bazu, Itne Sar, written by Shamana Azmi's real life father and noted poet Kafi Azmi, and sung by the lead actor himself, Amitabh Bachchan. This is a 1989 vigilante film adapted from the 1941 Frank Capra film Meet John Doe by Javed Akhtar about an opportunistic journalist who concocts a fictitious man in a fictitious article to boost newspaper sales. And when the article gets a huge response, she finds an unemployed man to sit in as Dash, man of the masses. What movie are we talking about? And just to share my inner thoughts, when KP earlier was saying there is one movie which is underrated, and I was very scared at that point that he's going to talk about this movie, but he went to Viruddh. I think the chat would have gotten it, I presume. So we will just close this presentation, go to the chat, and let's see what's happening behind our backs. Okay, hello to everyone again in the chat. Oh, we have a Hyderabad quiz question. Thank you, Shivan. Is Hyderabad going to be a themed quiz? Not at all. Every quiz in the quiz show will be a general quiz. Okay, no themes. Questions can be from anywhere, from lit, pop culture, movies, history, geography, sports, absolutely anything. You have to be a general quizzer. Um, now let's see. Yatin says, "आज खुश तो बहुत होगे तुम." Yes, I'm very happy. Amitabh, I love Bollywood. I love Amitabh. I love. But of course, the real reason is we beat Madrid last night, 1-0. What a happy time! I was trying to wear a Liverpool jersey for this, but went to Beatles, which is as close to Liverpool as it gets. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, we'll also go back and see who answered the previous three questions before anyone else. Let's see some of the favorite films. Okay. KP, Riddhima, Saara. Let's see what other films our chat is saying. Abhishek says Anand, and we'll try and resist not talking about these films because that will become a 5 hour stream. But we'll just acknowledge some of his great work. Anand, okay. There is Amar Akbar Anthony, Abhiman, Sholay, Bagban in that order. Tapish says Diwar, closest to heart. Abhishek Saluja says Diwar. Um, okay. सत्ते पे सत्ता ग्रेट बुढ़ा होगा तेरा बाप another underrated gem or I don't know gem or people are divided on बुढ़ा होगा मेरा बाप. I had high hopes. I wasn't that happy with the film. Aks, okay, another great performance, no doubt. Two heads वाला कॉइन अब ललित मोदी के पास है. रेफरेंस टू हिज पॉडकास्ट विद माइकल क्लार्क. कितना दूर जा रहा है अभिषेक तू इस क्विज में. ओके निशब्द, ओके, शाउट आउट टू रामू हु मेड सरकार वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट बच्चन परफॉर्मेंसेस एवर. Bhutnath is based on Oscar Wilde story, says Abhishek Saluja. Okay, okay. Wild fact. Is it me or KP is giving a Vijay Dinanath Chauhan vibe? Whoa, let's look at KP again. You're right. You guys are right. I am with you guys. I am with you. KP is giving Vijay Dinanath Chauhan vibe. When is the Delhi meetup? We'll figure Delhi meetup around the Delhi quiz, of course. On 23rd is the show. So we'll do a meetup either 22nd, I think. That will be a Saturday. So yeah. Or the quiz show wale din subah we can meet. But let's try and eat something together. That's what I'm looking forward to. Mere Angne mein was answered by Pallavi Saluja before anyone else. So nicely done, Pallavi. You beat Abhishek Saluja there. Very nice. Okay. Let's see. The other one. Let's see the next one, which was what? Yarana. Okay, let's see who got Yarana before anyone. Pallavi Saluja once again got Yarana before anyone else. Well done, Pallavi. You beat Akansha Sinha by a microsecond there. And then a lot of Yarana references, of course. Jindagi soz bane saaz na hone paye. Okay, let's see who got this one, the audience question before anyone else. And it is Yatin Sangoi. Yatin, nice to see you in the chat. You are correct. Let's now ask our panel also. What do you guys think? What is the answer to the audience question that just came? Any guesses?
Masiha.
Not Masiha. Riddhima, Saara?
Wazir?
No. Okay, we'll come back to the question. The answer is मैं आज़ाद हूँ. Okay. मैं आज़ाद हूँ because Shabana Azmi was a big clue there, and then 89, and then sits in as Azad, man of the masses. It is Azad.
Yeah.
मैं आज़ाद हूँ, one of those very few Shabana Azmi Amitabh Bacchan films. Okay, made by Tinu Anand. Lyrics were by Kafi Azmi himself. Okay. Next direct will be to Riddhima. Very classic quiz question actually. Riddhima, this is a non-exhaustive thing, but just connect these films. शतरंज के खिलाड़ी, जोधा अकबर, तेरे मेरे सपने, बालिका बधू, लगान and Parinita, amongst other things. This is a non-exhaustive list.
I was just thinking कि यार ये आना चाहिए मुझे when I was I was just sitting to and like oh क्या क्या आ सकता है आज, like यार ये आना चाहिए आज, मजा आ जाएगा.
What are the
This is
odds?
Amitabh Bachchan as narrator
Yes.
or like voice actor.
Voice. Yes. Perfect. 10 points there to Riddhima. Like I said, classic question, and like Riddhima expected, and glad it came to you. And this is, of course, Amitabh Bachchan as voiceover, as his voiceover, and he has done voice work for.
And there's
like,
also another fun fact on the
Hmm.
screen. Tere Mere Sapne was actually the first
Maybe.
Hindi movie
Hmm.
produced by his Amitabh Bacchan Corporation Limited,
Yeah,
KViz.
ABCL.
yeah, yeah. तेरे मेरे सपने was an ABCL film. I remember.
Arshad
Uh,
So I think
Varsi.
Arshad Varsi's
Yeah.
debut, I think.
Yeah.
अरशद वारसी
Yeah.
चंद्रचूड़ तेरे मेरे सपने मिले यारों
Yeah,
के दिल के
exactly.
तो यार जिंदगी oh, fun times this was the time when trailers started coming on TV, you know. So तेरे मेरे सपने, I remember, was one of the first trailers I saw it. ABCL presents, and then yeah, Miss World and all of that. Lagan of course is one of his most iconic 100 साल पहले की एक ऐसी कहानी
Oh.
voice acting
Oh.
right चंपा ने
कैप्टन रसल से ये जिल्लत बर्दाश्त नहीं।
oh don't do this we'll have to stop the stream and watch Lagan for next 4 hours okay oh man okay I was actually thinking to do a member watch party. I think Lagan can be that film. I think we can all aram se chill बैठ के watch Lagan for 3-4 hours. That brings us to the end of half time. Talking of Lagan, this is a half time in this match. KP scores don't matter. I keep saying, especially on quizzing evenings. KP has 11 on the Yarana Funda. Riddhima has 21 on voiceover and Mere Angne Mein Funda. And Saara hasn't started scoring. But Saara, you are here, and the first question started with Saara. That's worth many points.
I think you had to say scores don't matter because I was at 0.
No. Quizzing evening, though, I keep saying. Okay,
Okay.
in terms of the tier of quizzing, there is quizzing evening, I think. Then there is quizzing with members, and then
Mhm.
there is quiz show. So I think, in terms of the score, ka important. Quizzing evening is just for us to talk about. Ka, 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 ka,
Fair enough.
ka, chhote laga, chhote laga. Oh my God.
Now we need
Okay.
to watch.
You have to watch, we have to watch Lagan.
Mm.
Okay. Sara, second half will start with you. It will reverse the order. Sara, this is a direct for you. Okay. This film, which was the first Hindi film to be shot in the Ramoji Film City, is inspired by the comedy of errors and the 1995 American film Bad Boys. Released on 16th October 1998, this movie became one of the highest grossing Hindi films of 1998, despite clashing with Karan Johar's Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Similar to Viju Shah's prior compositions for films like Mohra and Gupt, this film's music compositions also became popular. Which film is this? So let's look at all the hints. Random trivia, first film to be shot in Ramoji Rao Film City, which is one of the best studios we have in our country. Inspired by comedy of errors. That'll give you a clue of the essentially the plot of the film. Bad Boys, another clue, because in some sense. Timeline, big clue, 1998 and big hit. And like KP and I were discussing, if you look at his arc, there was a
Hmm.
bad phase, lull phase, and then suddenly one big hit came out in 1998. One of the highest grossing films in 98 came around Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Obviously, given a choice, I would always go back to this than Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, with due respect to Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. And it had great music. The songs are still played. Viju Shah was the composer who obviously gave us Gupt, gave us Mohra. Which film do you think we are talking about, Sara?
Mhm. Just trying to think of which movies might have come out that year, what
Hmm,
Amitabh
hmm,
Bachchan looked like then.
hmm,
I
hmm,
was
hmm,
1 year old, तो क्या हो रहा
hmm,
था तब?
hmm, hmm.
All things. Mm. Any other hints that you can give me? Because right now I'm drawing a blank.
If is anyone blocking any hints, Riddhima, KP? Nobody's blocking. It's a feel good panel. Okay, one clue I'll give is the reason I said Bad Boys is a clue is because there are two heroes in this film, two
Okay.
famous heroes. So one is Amitabh, one is another star of Indian cinema. Two heroes, 1998. Comedy of errors. So think in that zone. Think comedy. Don't think very serious and all. Superb music. Two actors, Amitabh and another star.
Mm.
Definitely one of India's biggest stars of all time, but 1998 even bigger. The other star, along with Amitabh in a comedy late 90s.
Trying to catch what you just sang, but uh damn, for some reason, like nothing is striking me. I don't know, like बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ तो बात पहले ही आई थी उसके काफी, I'm assuming that would have been my guess.
Why don't you just try answering Bade Miyan Chote Miyan just for
Okay.
fun?
Yeah, okay, why not? बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ.
it somehow fits. I feel like it was a comedy. It had two actors, Amitabh and Govinda. Govinda, one of the biggest stars of all times. It coincidentally also had Viju Shah's music, and it had some crazy songs like "Mere Pyar Ka Ras Zara Chakna," "Oye Makkana," "Oye Makkana." It also had "Kisi Disco Mein
Yeah.
Hassi Chutki Nabbe." Great soundtrack. It is Bade Miyan
Oh,
Chote
damn.
Miyan.
Damn, damn, damn. Oh, God.
10 points there to Saara.
Oh, God. I'm not ending this quiz at zero. I'm so happy.
Yes. Credits to Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. Who'd have thunk that one day this David Dhawan classic is going to come and give you your debut points on
And
quizzing?
will then later be spoiled by Akshay Kumar and Tiger Shroff.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Very recently, right? Very
Yeah,
this year or
my
something.
God. That was
Okay. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my God.
Loved Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. I have to say, this was like KP and I were discussing. This was a phase where he came back, Mrityu Data didn't work, and this was that phase with Lal Badshah, Hindustan Ki Kasam, and all that. And Bade Miyan Choti Miyan came, it was a big hit. Uh,
Ram and all of these
Ram,
movies.
all of these, like 2 years, like, yeah, 97 is when Mrityu Data came. So this was a rare hit in that phase of Amitabh Bachchan before, of course, KBC happened. Bade Miyan Chote Miyan, Govinda obviously was fantastic. Double role, that's why Comedy of Errors, both of them had double roles. Fantastic music. Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. Okay, 10 points to Sara. We'll go to the audience one last time and we come back, we'll come to Riddhima. Audience, this is for you. The idea for the movie came to director and producer B.R. Chopra in Copenhagen during a tour across Europe in the 1960s when he stayed at a hotel next to a retirement home. In a screen interview, Chopra said that when he sat on the hotel balcony, he saw people sitting at the bungalows. And after several days, he joined a couple there and struck up a conversation about their personal lives. The couple talked about feeling abandoned, inspiring Chopra to make a film. During a 1973 holiday in Lonavala, he began writing the screenplay one afternoon and continued for 14 hours. He finished it in next morning. Which movie do you think we are talking about? Okay, B.R. Chopra had this idea when he was in Europe in 60s. He saw a retirement home. He saw some old couples there. He spoke to us, a few of them. He saw how they are feeling abandoned. He wrote a screenplay all the way back in 1973. Which film do you think we are talking about? Okay, let's go to Main Azad and let's see what all has happened in the chat since then quickly. Okay. Main Azad of course, Yatin answered before anyone else. Yatin Sangoi. Then, uske baad, we've had favorite Amitabh movie, Slumdog Millionaire, Sher Akil. Okay. Voiceover, Abhishek Saluja got before anyone else. Well done, Abhishek. It is voiceover Funda. Voiceover by Amitabh. A lot of you got it, of course. And then, uh, yeah. Okay. Great references again. Let's see. What else next was? Oh, Kaate, iconic role, Aditya. Thank you for reminding Kaate. I keep revisiting Kaate, also one of those films. Bade Miyan Chote Miyan was answered by, again, Abhishek Saluja and Ace Reddy before anyone else. Both of you tie because Abhishek Saluja just wrote Bade Miyan and Ace Reddy wrote Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. Chote Miyan was very important. So, yeah,
He
Ace
talks
Reddy.
only about himself. He doesn't like to talk about Chote Miyan. He only talks
Yeah, Ah, okay, Bade Miyan, BMCM, nice hack there. Somebody in the chat, well done. Bade Miyan, Chote Miyan, a lot of you got. And now I know KV didn't mention it earlier. I was trying to avoid the answer wale films. Okay, let's see. First Amitabh movie in theater for me, says Naman. Oh, that's a good question that we can ask you guys. What was the first Amitabh movies you saw in theater? So keep your answers ready, okay? I hope Manvi isn't watching this. She'll beat you for helping another woman, that too in a quiz. Huh? Okay, what a vibe this quiz has been. Thank you, Abhishek. Kohra, Mrityudata, Silsila, Oh, yeah, the answer is here. You guys want to guess? Three of you?
Bagban, right?
Bagban, yeah. Retirement home, think retirement home, old couples, Bagban. Pallavi got it before
One
anyone
thing that
else.
I can vouch for is, if not mine, this is my dad's favorite movie. My
Yeah,
God, he's
most
watched it like 500 times.
The look when your parents give you when they are watching Bagban is the first part. You're like, bye, bye, ठीक है यार.
It's like I'd be pressing his legs and I was like, Papa, aaj bahut ye wo, and I'm like just showing him love. And then
Yeah,
suddenly Bachchan appears and he's like, he'll keep his like, he'll pull his legs aside and he's like, यार तुम बड़े होके ऐसा तो नहीं करोगे ना हमारे साथ. I'm like, और कितना बड़ा होना भाई?
yeah.
Like, what is that?
Man, oh,
I
seriously.
think that
And
movie just like
hmm,
got guilt really right. I mean,
yeah,
the
yeah,
feeling of guilt that you feel that, oh, I have not done this to my parents yet, but
yeah,
there is some version of me which can do this, and I hate that version of myself.
yeah,
That is
yeah,
like a beautiful
yeah,
emotion that movie
yeah.
captured.
Yeah, I'm also liking this reverse thing that's happening on internet now about Bagban, where people are like, by the way, guys, and then all these arguments against बच कि पूरे जिंदगी बैंक में काम किया, थोड़ा प्लान करना चाहिए ना पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट, ये क्या है?
Like, रात के 2 बजे तू खटखट टाइपराइटर चलाएगा, उसको
दो
तो
बजे
सुबह
कट
नौकरी पे
कट
जाना
कट 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 करेगा. ये क्या रिटायर होके सडनली बच्चों को बुला के बोल रहे हो अब किसके साथ रहूं मैं? What is this भाई?
है. पढ़ लियो ना न्यूज़पेपर बाद में यार, वो जा रहा है.
Oh
My
man. Oh, oh, crazy. Okay, first Amitabh movie you guys saw in theater quickly. KP Riddhima Saara.
I think I was very late in watching an Amitabh movie in theater. I think my
Mm-hmm.
first was Mohabbat.
Mohabbat, nice. Narayan
Mm.
Shankar. Oh,
Parampara.
oh, Parampara Pratishtha. Okay, Riddhima Saara.
Mine would be technically Lagan, but
Hmm.
like first proper Amitabh Bachchan movie is probably like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Ah,
Again,
K3G.
yeah,
Oh, we
yeah,
completely forgot about K3G in this. That's
yeah,
also a range of Amitabh movies and also not really an Amitabh. But K3G,
yeah.
yeah, I also saw it in theater, K3G, I remember. Okay, Sarah.
Yeah, same answer, K3G. I mean, that's the first
Oh.
one I remember, like one movie that I can remember what happened in it. As a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was it
Yeah.
as well. Like great experience. Like, and I need movies like that back.
Guess karo hum kahan hai now. It's amazing how we now remember these movies through memes and reels and whatnot.
कह दिया बस कह दिया
कह दिया, बस कह दिया.
Every
We
time I go
actually,
to a new place, it's like guess karo hum kahan hai ki Instagram story pehle jati hai.
yeah,
And then
yeah. Yeah. We did a Tanmay reacts on K3G. I think is one of the special Diwali episodes we had done a couple of years back, and yeah, we were really tripping on that film. Then वो कुछ कुछ तोड़ती रहती है काजोल पूरे टाइम, कभी घड़ा तोड़ देती है, कभी ये तोड़ देती है, कुछ चल क्या रहा है इसके साथ. Anyway, okay, cool. So Bagban was the last question. Last correct answer on stream was Bade Miyan Chote Miyan by Sara. Next direct will be to Riddhima. Riddhima, let's see the last two questions of this quiz. This was, of course, Bagban. Salman Khan completely forgot. Oh my God. Hello.
बाबूजी.
हेलो तुम्हें माता चपिता तुम्हारे तू बात करना कौन बात
बाबूजी.
अरे तुम अरे कौन बात कर रहे हो भाई पहले तुम्हें माता चपिता अरे भाई नहीं चाहिए क्रेडिट कार्ड
And there is one moment in the movie when he gets them home, and then Mahima Chaudhary is like following him, and he's like, "Babuji, Babuji, Maji, Maji," and then he's like, "सुबह सुबह आप सुबह सुबह तैयार होके कहाँ जा रहे हैं? अर्पिता, इनको सुबह होके रेडी होके तैयार हो जाते हैं, रेडी होके तैयार हो जाते हैं, मतलब या तो रेडी हो जाते हैं या तैयार है."
Oh my God. And talking of Mahabharat earlier, Duryodhan and Yudhishthir, I just realized one of my favorite Bagban scenes that I keep revisiting is when Amitabh Bachchan is insulted at a Ford showroom. You remember that scene where then,
Oh my
which is
God!
being done.
Gajendra Chauhan gets
The
slapped out
actor
of
who
the
does it is
man.
Gajendra Chauhan, who played Yudhishthir in Mahabharat. And I'm like, man, Dharmaraj Yudhishthir standing outside Ford showroom and then giving him nice test drive. करके आओ, हाँ गाड़ी में ये है, गाड़ी में वो है. Then when he comes back, he says, hey, I can't buy it. And he's like, अरे पैसे नहीं है तो यहाँ पे क्यों आ जाते हो सारे गरीब लोग. Full insult कर रहा था आपको, धक्का मार देता है. And then Salman Bhai enters and he's like, तुम्हें पता है ये कौन है?
I just feel that slap was real, man. I mean, they did not make up the sound. The way he slapped him, the backlift was insane.
Dharmaraj Yudhishthir. Oh my God.
I
Okay.
somehow just can't dissociate Gajendra Chauhan anymore with that FTI episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so now I can't remember him as Dharmraj Yudhishthir.
Yeah. He had three phases. First phase was Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, then Bagman, and then FTI. Like three different kinds of uh, roles he's done in his life. Okay, back to Riddhima. Riddhima, this is your direct next Bachchan question. Okay, this is from again one of the greatest movies ever made. Fazal tears up watching the Amitabh Bachchan starrer X in Gangs of Wasseypur. In that film, so in X, Bachchan and his mother are abandoned by his father, which is mirroring Fazal's fate in Wasseypur. This now extra hint for that movie. This movie was the second highest grossing Indian film of the year in which it came out after Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, which starred Bachchan and Rakhi. Just tell me the film we are talking about. Okay, so one line question is this screenshot that you see where Faisal is tearing up watching a film. Which film is he watching? Which Amitabh Bachchan film? Extra clue, in that film, Bachchan and his mother are both abandoned by Bachchan's father. And yeah, timeline wise, this movie came around Mukaddar Ka Sikandar.
Bachchan, Rakhi. Trishul.
Trishul, yes, 10 points
Trishul.
there to
Gem
Riddhima.
Deconstruction.
Trishul, another fantastic film, Trishul. Great cast,
Yes.
great film. And this is of course from Wasseypur where he says हमको हमेशा लगता था कि अमिताभ बच्चन है साला पता लगा हम शशि कपूर है. All of that happens. This is an homage to Trishul where Sanjeev Kumar abandons
Yeah.
Bachchan of course and he comes back and then there is Shashi Kapoor.
No.
Yeah.
There is that famous dialogue where he calls him Nazai's Baap, and that's one of those most analyzed dialogues in Hindi cinema. I think Salim Javed wrote it, which was like, you are always Nazai's Aulad, like, but aap mere Nazai's Baap hai was a fantastic line from Trishul. Okay, that's Trishul, Sanjeev Kumar, Rakhi, Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini. Trishul, 10 points there to Riddhima. And we now come to KP for the last question, one of my favorite Amitabh Bachchan movie that I keep revisiting. But the question is coming from another film, Wasseypur and this, two extremes and both fun films. Just name the Amitabh Bachchan film that inspired this character's name. Okay, so we started with a soap opera reference, then we came to a Kabil recreation reference, then we moved to Wasseypur reference. We're ending this quiz with this question where you have to tell me the character that you see on your screen. His name is inspired or is an homage, pun, wordplay on an Amitabh Bachchan film.
Aakhri
Yes.
Rasta.
And what's this character, KP?
Aakhri Pasta.
Enlighten us. This is Aakhri Pasta, which is of course inspired from the great Bachchan film Aakhri Rasta. One of, again, like my favorite Bachchan films. I love Aakhri Rasta. Like I said earlier, one of those well-made masala film, father, son, great songs, has to take revenge, एक एक करके तीन लोगों को मारना होता है. Beautiful, Sadashiv Amrapurkar, Prem Chopra. Beautiful. Anyone, have you guys seen Aakhri Rasta? Any one of you on this panel?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
At
Should.
once maybe. It's
हाँ.
not in like.
टीवी पे आता रहता था बचपन में. I
हाँ,
think one of
TV
those.
पे आता
Yeah,
रहता.
टीवी पे आता रहता था आखिरी रास्ता. Yeah. Then this is of course Aakhri Pasta, which is inspired from Aakhri Rasta. And that brings us to that's why it's Aakhri question. Little things we do in quizzes that nobody notices. This is Aakhri question is done. And that's it, guys. That's it. Too much fun talking about Amitabh, doing this quiz. KP ends on 21. Riddhima wins this quiz with 31. Because Riddhima, you had 21, you got 10 more for Trishul. KP had 11, he got 10 more for Aakhri Pasta Rasta. And Saara ends on 10 with Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. That's it. Thank you so much. We'll go to the chat one. Sorry, guys. We'll just take a few more minutes. And we'll just end this with what is happening in the chat. Let's start with our Bagban conversation. And okay, first Amitabh movie in theater was Khuda Gawah, says Fuzail. Yeah, Khuda Gawah. Tu mujhe kabul. Yes, Ganga Jamna Saraswati first in theater, Abhishek Saluja. One of those rare Manmohan Desai Bachchan film that didn't work, that flopped. My first Amitabh Bachchan film was Sholay. Wow, lucky you. Shout out to Chirayu Mystery. Yes, shout out always to Chirayu Mystery. Whenever I think of Bagban, I also think of Chirayu, one of the best comics we have in India. Okay. Amitabh tap typewriter चलाते थे. Yeah. All these problematic parent, all these anti-Bagban hate is happening. First movie was Veer Zara. I forgot Veer Zara was also an Amitabh Bachchan film.
Oh,
Yeah. तेरे कुर्बान जावा तेरी मर्जी मुँह तो
That's
हर
probably an
बात
homage to the fact that his mother is, from Punjab, probably an homage to that.
या तेजी बच्चन राइट.
Yeah.
गेस करो हम कहाँ हैं फ्रॉम कभी अलविदा. नो मैन. गेस करो हम कहाँ हैं फ्रॉम केथी जी. डोंट मेक मी क्वेश्चन एवरीथिंग फुजैल. ही लैंड्स इन लंदन एंड ही कॉल्स विद दैट. अरे क्या कर रहे हैं यार. राइट गाइस. दिस इज
हेलीकॉप्टर
केथी
के
जी नो.
बाहर या
गेस करो हम कहाँ हैं. केथी. ओके ओके. कभी अलविदा आई हैवंट सीन. ओके.
कभी
आई गॉट
अलविदा इज सेक्सी सैम.
Sexy Sam. Okay. Okay, quickly. Only Bachchan film I have skipped watching is Baghban, says Yankit. Oh, major hot take. Has anyone watched Shamitab? Okay, Shamitab. Any one line opinion anyone has on Shamitab? Shamitab.
I think it was just too ahead of its time.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good summary of Hira Thakur. Oh, we did a whole Amitabh quiz and didn't talk about Hira Thakur and Surya
Oh,
Vansham. My God. Okay, Surya Vansham. Yes, Yatin. Thank you for reminding. Trishul, Abhishek Saluja got before anyone else. Well done. Amitabh quiz is incomplete without Surya. I agree, Fuzail, and thank you for bringing this up in the chat. There's no Amitabh Bachchan quiz. Yeah, you're right, man. But it's a wonderful watch, I have to say. It's a great watch. That kheer and all is it's just amazing. It's just amazing. But it had a great Kumar Sanu song. Dil mere tu deewana hai, pagal hai, maine mana hai. Okay. Trishul, well done, chat. Well done. मुकद्दर का सिकंदर का पिक ऑन त्रिशूल पोस्टर. Okay. मुकद्दर का सिकंदर was देवदास. Yeah, मुकद्दर का सिकंदर was clearly a Devdas inspired film. आखिरी रास्ता was answered by Pallavi before anyone else. Well done, Pallavi. And anyone who said आखिरी रास्ता or आखिरी पास्ता. Okay, man. Done. Lots of other Amitabh references in the chat, but we have done a long stream and we let everyone go get back to their work. So yeah, thank you once again, Saara, for joining quizzing. Hope to see you in more quizzes. Welcome back, Riddhima. Hope to see you in more quizzes. KP, I am expecting to see you in one of our quiz shows in India
Sure.
whenever you are traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all our members, whoever is in whatever city we are coming to in the next few weeks, hope to see you in person. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll end this stream now. Thank you.